I'm glad you're back. Welcome to the 2024 January 1st market update. We're going to cover everything real estate in the Central Florida area, and let's get started right now. My name is George Philbeck. This is my incredibly talented business partner in crime and everything, Jacquie Sosa, and we're here to talk about what to expect in the coming months. Now, we've made a lot of forecasting of what we thought would happen as far as the interest rates, and everybody poo-pooed that. But the interest rates are going down and they're going to go even further. Now, that's going to stimulate a lot of information or a lot of activity, that's going to occur in 2024. Now, 2025 is anybody's guess at this point. I'm not going to speculate out that far. I do think it will be kind of challenging. This is the year if you're planning on buying or selling or perhaps doing a little bit of both. Let's talk about what we had going on. As you all know, I use graphs that we curate this information. This information is real time. It's right now. This is January 1st, the information I got this morning to give to you in real time, not 3 to 4 months down the road. No BS. It's pretty straightforward. The first graph we're going to look at is the number of homes sold. So the first thing you're going to notice if you're looking at the right-hand side of the graph is that from November to December, the number of units sold went up. Now, let's go back to the front part of the graph, the left side of the graph. You'll notice in December of 2021, we had the same thing where it ticked up a whole lot, everybody closing out, and we had the exact same thing that happened here. This isn't an anomaly. It happens every December. We're closing a lot of things out, but we are going to look at something a little different, and that's the number of active homes we have on the market. Take a look at this. What you're looking at is the number of active homes in our same search area that are on the market. Now take a look at the right-hand side, the very far right. That represents November. And you'll notice that we're getting very close to that 10,000 homes line. Now again, staying on the left-hand side, you're going to notice from January of 2018 really up till almost January or February of 2020, we had pretty close to 10,000 homes on the market. That starts to become kind of a healthy market, what we're looking for. And then let's go back to the graph. You notice this huge dip and it kept going down. We got down to less than 4,000 homes on the market. That is incredibly unhealthy. That's what caused our skyrocketing prices. And then we had inflation that was thrown into there because of COVID and everything else. And all of a sudden, we're in this horrible circumstance that we've been in really since around July of 2022. We're coming out of it. Stick with me. I'll tell you more about this. Let's take a look at this graph one more time because there's something I want to show you. Now you notice we went up really towards the end of July of 2022, and that's when the interest rates were just wonky. And then all of a sudden, you see that last trough. This is because all the people that wanted to sell weren't thinking about getting out of a house and buying another house, and they said, I'm going to take these homes off the market. So our inventory went down. Basically, we had a bunch less homes on the market, so there was less homes that could actually sell. That's what you're looking at. Less active homes on the market, less homes are going to be sold. As we all know, this made for a very unhealthy market. Well, that is changing, and the interest rates are the biggest part of it. Well, that and new home builders. Interest rates we're going to cover in just a couple minutes. Stick around. You're going to be really pleased with this. And don't forget, Jacquie and I predicted this a long time ago when everybody was saying, you're crazy, it's not going to happen, but it is. And I got more stuff for you too. All right, let's go to the average sale price. So looking at this, on the right-hand side, you see December of 2023, our prices went up. Now, shocker of shockers, you'd expect that that doesn't happen. Well, the truth of the matter is, it does happen sometimes, not all the time. And there's a fluctuation in there. But because the interest rates are going down and it's the end of the year, everybody wants to get this closed out. Take a look at the graph. And you'll notice that December of 2021, the sale price went up. However, in 2022, a really challenging market, the sale price actually went down. And now we have the sale prices going up. I wonder if this is an indication of what's going to happen in the very near future. Are we getting into a better market? I think we are. Next thing we're going to take a look at, I want to look at the days on market. How many days it takes for a property to go under contract and then eventually close. This is a good indicator of the health of a market as well. So let's take a look. Okay. Now, obviously, if we look at the right-hand side, it went from 39 days on market in November to 46 days on market in December. Folks, that is way too big of a jump. You'll notice that throughout the graph, which I'm going to show you right now, you don't see anything that jumps up that dramatically, particularly since we've been basically flat with days on market. There were less people looking. We expect that in December. In fact, you'll notice that in December, it usually jumps up a little bit as I glance over at the market, but nowhere near at this extremity. Don't panic yet. Everybody is buying Christmas gifts, spending their money using credit card debt, which is going to be a challenge for us in 2024, really 2025. That's just an economy challenge. Thing is, though, we've got more days on the market when there's definitely more inventory, and our active homes, days on market, shot up even higher. That's up at like 69 days on the market. That's the number of homes that are currently active that are on there. I track that as well because I think it's important. It shows the health of the market. So based on just December, we look like we're a little bit wonky. But let's talk about the interest rates because that brings some good news. However, before we do, I've got something else I want to share with you. The Wall Street Journal reported this just a couple of days ago. Prices fell in November for the first time since 2020. Inflation is approaching Fed target. The interest rates are high because we've been in an inflationary environment, and that is starting to come under control. I've always said that I think this is going to happen, that they are doing incredible things to get this inflation under control. You cannot go into an election year with having an economy that's a challenge, regardless of what side of the party or the party line you decide to be on. It doesn't really matter. You don't want that to be an argument for the election. And we've ripped off this Band-Aid, and it hurt. It hurt a lot, but it's getting better. We're going to have a great 2024. Now let's take a look at what our interest rates are. If your eyes don't go to the right of this graph right away and notice that the interest rate says 7.08%, and that is down from a high of 8.33%, you are not concentrating on what's important. Think about it this way. Now remember, I use a system for getting the interest rates that's been consistent forever. It's Google interest rates. So let me show you what it looks like right now. So this is what I use to calculate our interest rates. And I always use exactly the same thing, a loan of $300,000, 20% down in the state of Florida. And I'm going to change this because I actually go with 740. Wait a second. Before I do, take a look at this. The 30-year fixed is 7.44 or 7.477. If I switch my rate or my credit score up to 740, look at that drop, 4 points drop on that. Notice that FHA is 6.63. And here's the thing. We're getting close to 6.5 on conventional as well. This is a little skewed, but it's been consistent all along, so it shows the right ebb and flow. Is it accurate? 100%? Absolutely not. But it's accurate as far as the indices of what's happening to the rate. Is it going up, going down? And it gives us a consistent benchmark. But most important, what I want you guys to see, if you're thinking of buying a home, if you're going to sell your home and you got a home to buy, your credit report is 100% mission critical. Changing it from 719 up to 740 takes 0.4% off your interest rate. That's the difference of literally thousands of dollars a year and tens to 30s of thousands of dollars over the course of the life of your loan. Let's go back to the graph. So as I said, we can see these rates dropping down, and we're getting to that point very soon where I think we're going to be in the sixes. And here's my forecast. I think we're going to be in the high fives. I think we're going to be in the high fives relatively soon. Now, the Fed is scheduled to meet, hang tight, I got to check this because I've written it down. The Fed is scheduled to meet the 30th and the 31st. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they lower the interest rates a quarter basis point. Now that drop is, it's not exactly correlated to what our interest rates are, but that drop is actually going to lower the overall interest rates that we would pay on our credit card statements and most definitely on our mortgages. We're going to start seeing that. I think February 1st is when we'll feel that come through. They've got another meeting on March 19th. I wouldn't be surprised if they lowered another quarter basis point. I'm looking at a 0.5 point reduction. That's my suggestion. By the time we get to the end of March, we will be at the low sixes or possibly the high fives. If you're thinking of selling your home, now this is Jacquie and I talking because we talk about this all the time. By the way, she's a staging expert. She's incredibly talented. We run numbers. Great opportunity. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You want to get notified of these updates. So far, we've been right for the last year in doing these. You want to know what's going to happen in the future. I think we're going to get them lower. I think if you're thinking of selling, you need to prepare for it now. The high season starts in February and really goes February till July. If you're going to sell, that's going to be the best time to do so. But you got to prepare for it. Talk to your preferred real estate agent. Looking at your credit report if you're going to be buying a home, no matter where you're going to be buying. If you need help, we can help with it. Bottom line is we're here to support you. You are the reason we do this because we love what we do. And I think this is going to be an amazing year. And I know I'm speaking for Jacquie on that one as well. All right, last topic. This is our affordability graph. And you may remember me saying that when we get below 50, houses are financed and affordable. Now, this is an important little caveat. When we built this affordability graph, I built this with the average income being $100,000. Now, if you're making more, of course, homes are more affordable for you. This is based on the current sale price, current interest rate, and how does that come out to affordability based to debt to income ratio. Now, we're only assuming that it's principal and interest. We're not assuming any other debt. And currently, we're at affordability of 52.93%. And that's definitely down from the high of 58.99%. You see, when you get to 50% debt to income, you don't qualify for almost every mortgage package out there, except for one with ridiculous rates. And we're looking for the best rates. What we want is an affordability index somewhere in the 40s. That's actually perfect. Well, we're getting there. And I think we're going to be there next month. Either throw an egg at me or put pie in my face, or if I'm right, let's talk about how this is going to impact you. I believe we're going to have another drop in this affordability. However, I do need to caveat this. This is just principal and interest. It doesn't include, which affects your affordability. It doesn't include your car loan. It doesn't include a student loan, really any long-term debt that's longer than 11 months out. This is what they're talking about when they say the market has outpaced the buyer's ability. Because of our interest rates, we've done that. Now, remember, we dropped our interest rates. Let me show you what this looks like. All right, watch this. Our interest rates went from 7.61 to 7.08. However, our average sale price actually went up a little bit, but our affordability dropped from 54.67 down to 52.93. And again, I know I'm willing to bet a lot of money that is going to continue to go down. We are going to become more and more affordable, but we can't have our prices going up that much. So don't expect this astronomical increase in prices. We're already way higher than we probably should be. That's terrific if you're selling your home. Don't expect that the market's going to continue to rise at that rate, because it's not. Now, we touched on this earlier, and I want to finish with this. There's a lot of new construction going on in the Central Florida area. That is pulling buyers to that for obvious reasons. They can afford to price down their mortgages. The lenders can, the builders can. And that makes a big difference. They can pay closing costs and everything else. If you're going to sell your home and you want to buy a new home, terrific. They're going to help you out greatly to do so. We're still going to be in what I consider to be a pretty active and pretty competitive market. Now, Jackie and I talk about this all the time. In fact, it's our normal dinner conversation. What's going to happen? 2024 is going to be a good year for buying and selling. Our prices won't go up dramatically. They may tweak up a little bit, and there's some areas that may go a little higher. New construction will continue to rise just because they feel they can do that by inventory demands. I think that it's a great time to buy, although you won't see astronomical increases in your home's value, because again, that's not going to happen. Now, I'm going to put right here at the end of this video, besides the video at the very end I want you to watch, which is how to help fix your credit, what to do as far as getting a good loan so that you've got terrific credit going into the home purchase. And remember, points make a difference. But I also do a report where I analyze your particular home. Now, this is a description that's going to follow right now that talks about exactly what that report is, what it looks like. I'm going to do one better, though. I do a personalized one where I go in there and I make a video for you. And we kind of share my multiple listing service screen, and I pick the 3 homes an appraiser will use right now for your property. So we can really kind of dive in without seeing your home, get a pretty darn good idea of what the value is. From myself, from Jackie, Happy New Year. Happy 2024. We are absolutely here to help. Drop a comment down below. If you want our phone numbers and our contact information is down below, give us a call, send us an email. It doesn't matter. Shoot us a text. We're here to help you. That's our mission. We work with 5 families at any given time because we believe extraordinary service requires extraordinary attention. God bless you all. Happy New Year. Both of us, myself and Jackie, we'll see you real soon. Bye now. Watch this video. So the reports that we create for our friends and our family include obviously the information about the home as well as the current estimated value, as you're seeing on these 2 pages. Now, we also go a lot deeper into home facts and the extended home facts as well. And this allows us to really refine our value. And you'll actually see that the last page we're going to talk about is the refined home value, which includes some adjustments that would be made as well. Now, this is a 81-page report that will be sent to you that is very specific to your home, your community, and everything else. It is important that you have all the facts when making such an important decision.